This is Professor Derf Seitz. This video shows how to perform multiple regression using Microsoft Excel. This spreadsheet already shows the results, and the blue cells is where the input occurred for this particular example. For multiple regression, instead of having ordered pairs, in this case, we have 4 tuples, a y value, and the x1, x2, and x3 values that produce it in these rows here, in the blue rows. And down here, we have a little prediction area where you can enter x1, x2, and x3 and get a predicted value. The equation here for the predicted value uses G18, which is the intercept coefficient when all the other variables are 0, and then G19, the x1 coefficient, G20 and G21, the x2 and x3 coefficients, respectively multiplied by their values over here in these blue cells to get a predicted value here. To recreate this, I'll delete this output, highlight all this, delete it, and also go to the where they use the borders and say no border on any of these cells. And then summary output, we'll delete that because that's where it's going to go. And to begin this, there's instructions that remind us we'll use the Data tab, Data Analysis Regression feature. We'll select ranges along with the labels and use F2 for the output range. That's what's shown here in beige color, this F2. All right, so here we go. We go to the Data Analysis, pick Regression, okay. For the input Y range, click this arrow and then highlight, select the Y column, including the label, and hit enter. For the X range, click this arrow, pick all these X values, including the column headers, the labels there, hit enter. Select that we're using labels as part of our ranges. Just take the defaults here. And down here, we want the output not to go to a new worksheet or a new workbook. We're going to have a range and put the output. We'll specify this cell right here for the output. And then click OK. We get all this output. I'll take this summary output and make it beige again. And there's all the output showing the coefficients for the different variables, including the constant one. That's how it's all created for this to work. All right, so if you have more variables or more data, you'll have to obviously move things over a little bit in order to get your output in there. But this is the way that's available right now, the simplest way to get multiple regression.